Who has ever heard about the concept, the mindfulness concept of a child's mind, right? Hands up here again. It's also known as the beginner's mind, right? It is a core tenet of the mindfulness practice, and it's powerful as hell. Why? Because what it means is you're going to start looking at the world from a perspective as if you're experiencing it from the first time. That's the skill there. Making yourself believe that this is really, really new, right? So that's number one. You also will start eliminating assumptions on which we're running, because almost all assumptions we ever draw are wrong. You know, what we need to do is verify assumptions more than we do these days. And that's what a child would do. That's what a beginner's mind do. And we are asking questions as if everything we're seeing is new to us, right? That's what a child would do. They're like, you know, what's going on, right? We need to, you know, like a kid would ask you, hey, why is the sky blue? We stopped asking that question, but we should continue to ask those questions. The reason why is because it's just so powerful. If you start asking those questions, even if the answer you're getting is 90% the same as what your assumptions would have been, there are 10% that are caveats, that are differences, that are calibrations that will allow you to basically be even better in connecting with that person who's giving you information. Okay, so how do we get into this? You know, how do we pragmatically adopt the skill of a beginner's mind? It's easier than you think. All you have to do is start finding your trigger words that basically allow you to roll out the beginner's mind. It's words like interesting, intriguing, different, who, what, when, where. But even more powerful so are the thoughts that we have that lead to a potential beginner's mind. We always have them. I think multiple times a day you might actually have these thoughts. It's like, huh, that's intriguing. Why did she say that? Or I wonder what makes him feel that way. I never thought of it that way, right? And oh man, this person, she has a lot of conviction. I wonder why. Where's that coming from? What is fueling that? That curiosity leads to, you know, leads to questioning things you might not question anymore. And the more we do that, I think the better. And so that leads me, of course, to what do we do when we have these thoughts? Well, what we need to start doing is asking questions. And this is my third pillar of deepening amazing experiencing. We call it questioneering, and it's the art of leading conversations through questions. You're going to ask me why, and the answer is twofold. I mean, there are so many answers, but the one that most people don't realize is if you guide a conversation through questions, you are almost guaranteeing that your talk time will be less than the person you're talking with. It could easily be a 30% to 70% ratio. And you're asking why that's good? Well, it's good because we all like hearing ourselves talk, right? It's a reality of how we are. And if you get somebody to make themselves talk, and then you are guiding them through a question-based conversation where they might actually deliver their own value to themselves by having realizations, they're going to walk away thinking that that conversation was one of the better ones they've had this week, maybe even this month. So guide your conversations through questions. The other reason is, again, back to the whole point of curiosity. It's, you know, if you ask questions, you show interest in people, and then you become interesting to them. It's just that simple.